What's going on, guys? It's Michael, and today I'm going to be giving you my review for a movie I had the pleasure of seeing recently, Killers of the Flower Moon. It is directed by Martin Scorsese, as it tells the real-life story of an FBI investigation that happened during the 1920s involving the Osage Nation. During this time period, a bunch of oil was discovered on the Osage's land in Oklahoma, and after that, a series of random and violent murders started to happen, which plagued the community with a lot of fear and confusion. It's a part of history that I never really knew about, and I was really curious to see what Scorsese's take on this story would be like. I mean, Martin Scorsese, I don't think he needs that much of an introduction. He's one of the best living directors of our time. He's been making movies for over 5 decades, and based on what I've seen from Scorsese, I think he lives up to that title. Movies like Goodfellas and Raging Bull are some of the best movies I've ever seen. He has a way of exploring these characters that make you want to root for them in a sense, but also look at them and be like, dude, that wasn't cool. What the heck? Those are just a couple of examples. I still have yet to see a lot of his filmography, but from what I've seen, I've been very impressed. That leads us into Killers of the Flower Moon. This is the first time that Leonardo DiCaprio and Robert De Niro are starring in a feature film together that's directed by Martin Scorsese. Of course, DiCaprio and De Niro have been in movies together in the past, but this is the first time that it's being directed by Scorsese, and for that, I think that's really awesome. With a top-tier cast and a unique story, this was one of my most anticipated movies of the year. And I gotta say, after seeing the movie, I was not disappointed. This is one of the best movies of the year, and another win for Martin Scorsese. Despite its insane runtime of 3.5 hours, which, I'm not gonna lie, I did feel that runtime at points, but I would say it is time well spent. There aren't really any scenes in the movie that I would cut out. Pretty much every scene in this movie serves a purpose and to just show the horrors of what the Osage Nation was going through during this time. At times, it's a very entertaining movie with Scorsese's signature style, and at other points, it's very disturbing and even hard to watch. I mean, there were moments in here where my jaw was just dropped to the floor in horror. This is something that actually happened and I didn't really know about. In a way, it plays like a history lesson that you would see in world history class about cases that were relatively unknown in America. The way this story was told was nothing short of masterful, and it kept my attention the entire time. Leonardo DiCaprio and Robert De Niro bring their A game here. Both of their performances are some of my favorites of the year, and I really enjoyed their chemistry with one another and their characters at the same time. Especially Leonardo DiCaprio. He plays a character named Ernest, and the way that he conveys the character with his actions and emotions, in a way you want to root for him, but also at the same time, it's just like he's just as guilty, if not more. I'm not gonna get into a lot of the details since I want to avoid spoilers, but the way both characters were done was just amazing. Robert De Niro is incredible as well. He plays a phenomenal antagonist, very charismatic, but also very threatening at the same time. His range is just unmatchable, and I think this is one of his best performances in recent years. The performances all around are absolutely spot on, but the best performance in this movie by far has got to go to Lily Gladstone. I don't really know much about her work besides this movie, but man, she was phenomenal here. In a lot of ways, the movie's about her character, and I was genuinely fearing for her life at points. The cinematography and set design were also on point. It really does make you feel like you're in the 1920s with these characters in Oklahoma. For someone that loves history, I really appreciated the amount of detail that was put into it. To sum it all up, Killers of the Flower Moon is another fantastic movie from Martin Scorsese. It's one of the best movies of 2023, and I'm really looking forward to seeing it again. Even at first viewing, there's a lot to unpack, but I'm sure there's stuff that I missed during first viewing that I'll catch during my second or third. With that said, I'm going to be giving Killers of the Flower Moon an A. I highly encourage you to see this in theaters. I mean, even with the extensive runtime, this is a phenomenal movie from one of cinema's best living directors. So, with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys thought of Killers of the Flower Moon in the comments below. Be sure to leave a like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And I will see you all on the next one.